A memorial is growing outside the former Kamloops Indian Residential School, some choosing to lay flowers in a show of respect to these children whose lives ended far too soon. Others are bringing cards. Messages written by local school children are being tied to the trees here. Every child matters, reads one. You didn't deserve this, reads another. The people here universal in their devastation and acknowledging the need to recognize what has happened here.
These children were brought into this world and they live. We carry on a legacy for them.
And it's not just here in Kamloops. Memorials are popping up across the country. A group of Indigenous women set up this haunting tribute on the steps of the Vancouver Art Gallery in the heart of the downtown core. 215 pairs of children's shoes and dozens of red roses, dolls, and children's red dresses. Tamara Bell is an artist and organized the Vancouver tribute.
It really resonated with me, and I read last night and then I watched the news and I was so heartbroken that I went to sleep and I was so emotional, because you don't have to be anything, you just have to be a human being to understand that 215 children is a mass grave. I'm a mom and I can't imagine not ever seeing my child because they've gone to school. I can't ever imagine what it would be like, but we're not talking about a few children, we're talking about hundreds of children. And as an artist, I thought I had to do something.
Premier John Horgan is acknowledging this in a statement as well. He writes, "This is a tragedy of unimaginable proportions, and it's a stark example of the violence the Canadian residential school system inflicted upon Indigenous peoples and how the consequences of these atrocities continue to this day." A national Indian residential school crisis line has been set up for former students and anyone else who has been affected by this. Obviously, it's shaking up people here in BC, but it's resonating much further than that. Back here in Kamloops, the community is shaken with news of this tragedy, and it's a story that's resonating not only here in BC, but across Canada and elsewhere around the world. The story has been picked up by the New York Times with the headline reading, "Horrible History, Mass Grave of Indigenous Children Reported in Canada."
The thing about genocide and Canada is that there has been an erasing of our culture and our history, and there has been ongoing genocide for over 500 years, and Canada has not come to terms with it.
For City News in Kamloops, I'm News 1130's Martin MacMahon.